Macross, Do You Remember Love? In 1984, Macross Do You Remember Love brought the world of Super Dimension Fortress Macross to the big screen. And more than 40 years later, it still looks absolutely incredible. Massive space battles, beautiful hand-drawn animation, and an unforgettable soundtrack. And of course, some of the coolest transforming machines ever put on the screen. At the center of the story is Hikaru, a young fighter pilot caught in a war between humanity and a giant alien Zentradi. But Macross isn't just about war. Hikaru finds himself caught between Lin Minmei and Misa Hayase, giving the story something you don't normally expect from a giant robot anime, a genuine, true love triangle. And the music itself ultimately becomes just as important to the story as the battles. But obviously, we're here to talk about this, the VF-1 Valkyrie. Unlike a traditional giant robot, the Valkyrie is a variable fighter capable of transforming into three complete different configurations. Now, American viewers might recognize all of this under a different name. In 1985, footage from the original Super Dimension Fortress Macross became the first saga of Robotech. And that is actually one of the ways I have the series in my collection. It's also how an entire generation outside Japan was introduced to the Valkyrie, which brings us to this reason we're here. And calling this thing a figure almost doesn't do it justice. It's massive, incredibly detailed, and packed with tiny markings and mechanical details that make it look like a Valkyrie jumped straight out of the movie. So this is where things sort of get weird. Halfway between fighter and robot is the Jurwalk mode. The arms and legs deploy while the Valkyrie keeps most of its aircraft configuration, creating one of the strangest and coolest designs in mecha. The thing I don't like about this configuration is that there's like some gaps, and it does feel a little wonky at times, and especially with the striker parts attached to it. And it doesn't look like a robot folded underneath an airplane. It generally looks like a futuristic fighter jet, but there's still some gaps if you know where to look. Overall, I think this is a pretty awesome figure. The one complaint I do have is the price. This thing is extremely expensive, so if you can get your hands on it, go ahead and get it. What's pretty cool was when I was in Japan, I found this Lin Minmei model kit, and at the Tanami Nation's exclusive store, I found the SDF-1. Now, it's a pre-order, so we in the States may never see it. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys buy this figure, put it in your collection, and check out the anime, okay? Now, I'm Edgar from Edgar's Hobbies, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.